Hey, everybody. Welcome to Coaching with Juanita. I'm Juanita, your forgiveness coach, and I am here to talk to you again about some things that your mind might question. If you are new here, I welcome you. Thanks for joining me. And please feel free to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss a future video. If you have come back, welcome back. I'm happy to hear from you again. So, I'm going to start this with a quote. And it's everything that we do in life is because we're either avoiding pain or moving towards pleasure. That goes right along with forgiveness, resentment, and holding on to guilt. Let me explain what I mean. If you're continuing to hold on to resentment, guilt, unforgiveness, it's because you're associating more pain with letting it go than you are to continue to feeling it the way that it is. What that means is that forgiveness of yourself or of another person feels like it would be worse than continuing to live with the pain of the non-forgiveness. What? Wait a second. How can that be true? Well, in our minds, we know that how we feel right now, holding on to that pain, holding on to the memory of what hurt us, and replaying it over and over and over in our minds. The thing is that we are comfortable with that. We know that feeling. We can perpetuate that feeling. But what if you decided to do something different? What if you decided to shake things up a little bit? What would it mean if you let that resentment and that guilt actually go? Your mind and or your ego likes what's familiar, and they don't want to see any of that change. Your mind or ego is very comfortable, and they will probably work to fight against that. We like comfort. The ego, the mind, loves comfort. We don't want to change. We don't want to do something that would ultimately make us feel better. But you can change that. Let's take a look at a couple of points to ponder. Now, remember that opening statement. Everything we do in life is because we're either avoiding pain or moving towards pleasure. Keep that in mind. My first point for you to ponder, and please feel free to answer these questions in the comments below, or if you're not quite that brave, because these are going to be some pretty intense questions, just sit back and reflect on them. Think about them. And that's truly what these points to ponder actually are. So the first point is, what is the pain you expect to experience if you forgive yourself for what you've done and or to apologize? Let me say that again. What is the pain you expect to experience if you forgive yourself for what you've done and or apologize for it? Now, this could be a painful emotion that you are afraid of. that you believe that will occur if you acknowledge this, or if you finally like let that go, or a discomfort, like how you would feel discomfort. It's what you expect to feel if you go to apologize. Think about that for a second. And please pause this video at any time if you want to um, write these things down. You know, the first thing that comes to mind, or sit back and ponder whether or not, you know, what your reaction would be to these. Now, the second is, what is the pleasure that you experience by not forgiving yourself? Yes, you heard me correctly. What is the pleasure you have experienced by not forgiving yourself? What benefit do you get from self-sabotaging? What does it give you? What feeling does it give you? And what excuse does it give you? How is your guilt, your shame, or regret meeting an unforgiveness, meeting an emotional need? I hope I haven't struck too deep of a chord there. But the reason for these two questions is because ultimately, those two questions show you why you haven't forgiven yourself. Those two questions. Now, again, feel free to answer these questions in the comments, or, keep them for yourself in a diary or piece of paper, or even just contemplate them and just reflect on them. But now we're going to turn it to the flip side. What is the pain that you expect to experience if you do not forgive yourself? What is the pain you expect to experience if you do not forgive yourself? If you stay in unforgiveness mode, how will it impact your life, your choices, your actions, your health, your family, and your relationships? How will that hold you back from what your dreams are? And the next one, what is the pleasure you will experience when you free yourself from guilt and self-sabotage? What would it mean to be free? How would you feel if you no longer had that unforgiveness, that shame, that guilt? How would that impact your life, your health, your family, your relationships, your journey as you move forward? Think about it for just that minute. What would that freedom to no longer have those things, that tape recorder rolling back in over and over again in your life, in your head? I hope you see how much better your life would be if you made the decision to let go of the unforgiveness, to let go of the shame and the guilt that holds you back. I hope that you found some of these questions to be of great benefit. And I would also like to just remind you that I cover not only this exercise, but so much more in my Forgive Thyself 4-week program. I would love to help you on your journey as you move forward in the freedom of forgiveness. There are still spots available now. And if you want to leave me a message in the comments, I would get back to you and talk to you about booking your free introductory call. I would love and I would be honored to support you in your forgiveness journey. You deserve a life of freedom from the cage of unforgiveness. I hope this was helpful. And if you liked it, please give it a like. And if you're again new here, please hit that subscribe button. I would love to um, show you what new videos and let you know what new videos are available. If you want to share your comments with me, I would love to read them. I will read them and respond to them personally. I hope everyone has a great week, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.